The chair now calls Adam Blanchard, Mary Myers, Charlie Pfeiffer, Darcy Mayan Gowie, Ty Turkett, and Susan Sizemore. And that'll complete this panel. And in a moment, we're going to be looking for Pam Grooms, Graham Van Dusen. All right, welcome to each of you. We're going to start over here. Since you're on the end, you need to get close to that microphone. Introduce yourself and go ahead.
Thank you, Senator Hughes. My name is Adam Blanchard, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Double Diamond Transport and Tanager Logistics based out of San Antonio, Texas. I'm here in support of Senate Bill 30. I'd like to begin by thanking Senator Schwartner for authoring this bill and bringing to light the issues that we're dealing with in this environment in the state of Texas. If you want to wonder why the cost of milk and eggs is going up the way it is, look no further than the issues that we're addressing today. The transportation industry is the backbone of our economy and transports over 80% of the goods that are on the shelves every day. To begin, I would like to state first that, in my opinion, there's no lack of access to the judicial system by anybody that is injured as a result of this bill. And I also, in my opinion, doesn't affect any major cases, because the major catastrophic cases are going to be those where we receive a Stowers demand, and in all likelihood is going to be settled well before we get into the litigation process. What we're here to talk about today is the abusive medical practices and billing practices that are happening in collusion with these trial lawyers and these doctors. The scheme goes like this. These trial lawyers send their patients to a doctor that works directly with them. In exchange for that, they are told not to bill their insurance or any other payment providers that can cover those costs, which would be essentially all Texans, whether it's through private insurance, Medicare, or Medicaid. Then they overinflate the medical bills and represent those as the actual costs in order to make them whole for medical damages in these lawsuits. They do this fully well knowing that at the conclusion of that case, they are going to go back and renegotiate that rate in a back room without anybody involved in that case and bring down those bills. I do not know, as a practicing attorney myself, or a licensed attorney rather, how that is not considered fraud and how that is not unethical. If you're representing that medical bills are a certain amount, knowing full well that you're going to go back and reduce those substantially, I cannot imagine why that would not be something that should be addressed immediately. And I'll give you a perfect example. I have a 17-year-old son. He just had an MRI doing an athletic injury. At the same time, I have a truck accident case, which was a minor fender bender and a scratch. In both instances, there was an MRI done. In the truck accident case, that was a minor scratch, we received a bill for $18,000 for an MRI. At that exact same time, my son went to receive an MRI through our health insurance, and we were billed less than our $2,500 deductible. There is a huge disconnect that is happening as a result of these practices, and I think it's fair to ask, why are the trial lawyers that are coming before you not acknowledging unequivocally that they're not engaging in these practices? Why are the doctors that are coming here acknowledging that they don't engage in this as well? I think it is a question that must be addressed by this legislature. We appreciate very much the support of the members of this committee in support of Senate Bill 30. Again, I'd like to thank Senator Schwartner for his authorship of this bill, and as a licensed medical professional himself, as we in the trucking industry, we don't want bad actors in our industry any more than anybody else does, and I'm sure as a medical professional, y'all don't either, and I think this bill is a perfect opportunity to get things back on track, do what Texans do, try to reduce costs, not increase costs. Thank you very much.
And thank you for your testimony. Welcome. Introduce yourself and go ahead.